so far, but now it's team's time, and we'll kick things off with the First National Real Estate female board relay. Jack, this is a real test of board paddling depth in a club.
Yeah, Josh, you need to put your 3 best board paddlers into a team. They need to put it all together on the day to come out victors. And it is tough racing because many clubs have 3 good board paddlers, Josh.
In round 1, we saw the Queensland clubs dominate. There's a few more New South Wales clubs in this one, so expect a few changes here off and away. Currumbin with a blue board on the far left-hand side. They'll be one to watch. The girls slide across the gutter, up onto the feet, and it's the former world board champion there, Harriet Brown, leading them out for Northcliffe. We saw her in the Iron Woman earlier, very keen for the team events here, so watch her put in a good performance, but it's spread maybe 8 wide across the field so far, so no leader at this point, and the girls are going stroke for stroke, head to head the whole way out and around, and maybe in the centre of the screen it might be Noosa there who looks like to have taken the lead.
Well, Josh, that is actually the Wanda team out in front, leading Northcliffe and then Burleigh Heads Mulbrae Park as well. A few Currumbin caps and the girls making their way up at the back, but there's still plenty of work to do, and Harriet Brown has pushed that pace along and taken the front.
Oh, the young Wanda competitor there just gets squeezed out by Harriet Brown. She's a great racer, a real team competitor, loves this kind of action there, and it looks like she's just gone a full board length in front in this opening leg, and we've said it time and time again, you can't win the board relay here, but you can definitely lose it. You want to be on that front wave, you want to give your next couple of paddlers a chance, because once you get a gap, it's not like the team in front's going to get tired. It's a fresh competitor going in, a new competitor for the last one, and they're not going to slow down, that's for sure.
Well, Harriet Brown's taken a board or 2 length lead around that final turning can as she starts to head for home, and there's a team or a group of 3, Josh, chasing in behind, trying to get on her wash, trying to stick there, and we know Harriet Brown is a quality board paddler and should be doing everything she can to give her team every opportunity, every advantage out of this first leg.
The girl from Redhead down on her stomach in second place there, the club notorious for it. They've had a lot of success over the years with the likes of Stuart McLaughlin, the lay-down paddlers, but it's not enough to hang on to Harriet Brown. And over the last couple of years, Jack, we've seen the Northcliffe club, they've been so dominant for so long, but maybe in the last couple of years, a couple of the other teams starting to pick up, especially in the men's events there. The women's still pretty dominant, but it's been a real evening out of the field, hasn't it?
Well, we've seen a lot of girls also swapping. There's been a lot of change, particularly this year. You know, Rebecca Creedy, she's joined the Kurrawa club. Tara Coleman, she's gone to Currumbin from North Burleigh, and a lot of girls have joined Currumbin, and they're creating a real powerhouse club in terms of the female competition down there in these team events.
But the cream still rises to the top, Jack, and Harriet Brown's put a massive gap in the rest of the field. She's off and bunny hopping now. So talk us through the technique there in that shallow section as the rest of the girls get away.
Well, the girls on the wave behind are really working now. They're not working. They're sitting on that wave to catch Harriet, and Harriet had to work across that sandbank. We saw her get up and bunny hop. That gives herself every little advantage, every little opportunity to get to the beach before the others.
So it's Northcliffe, Wanda, Redhead and Manly. The girls will go around the powerhouse Queensland club, the 3 New South Wales clubs trying their hardest to match it. It's a metaphor from what we've seen over the last couple of years, chasing Northcliffe, but they're doing a good job here. And it's Courtney Hancock in and away, her first board relay of the summer, and she's doing a great job already on the front. She's put a small gap in the 3 chases, and it's back to what we saw in the opening leg.
Well, Josh, those competitors left the beach at the same time, and already Courtney Hancock's put a 2 or 3 board length gap on the rest of the field. So Courtney Hancock, we know she's a fantastic competitor. She's been around for a very long time, and she has still got the ability to go away in these board relays in an individual board leg swim, whatever it be, put it all on the line, go out there and dominate.
We spoke about Tara Coleman before. She's in for Currumbin there, the distinctive green and red board, trying her best to catch up to our leaders, but Courtney Hancock put a massive lead early on in this race, and it's now been eaten up. I thought she was going to go away from this one, but maybe Taylor Piscaric from the Manly club, the light blue cap, is starting to reel her in with the Wanda club and as Redhead as well. So it's Courtney Hancock on the front there from Northcliffe, doing her best, pushing for a wave, trying to get something because the gap's closing ever so slightly.
Yeah, it has looked like it closed a little bit, Josh, and Taylor Piskaric's had a fantastic paddle to make sure she stays as close as she can to Courtney. She'd be getting a slight little bit of assistance there just on the backwash, but not enough. She would rather be up closer to Courtney, right up behind, as Courtney starts to work on a little bubble.
A great shot here. You can see as that water starts to change colour, it becomes yellow. That's it getting shallower there. They're coming onto the bank. The waves will start to stand up. So a great shot you wouldn't normally see. And Courtney Hancock gets no assistance until the very end. She's off and away. The three girls behind her once again have gotten a wave. So Northcliffe opens this gap up and then it closes as easily as that, as Mother Nature can be cruel at times.
Well, Courtney Hancock is quick around the sand and she's really trying to work now to keep that gap and give Danielle McKenzie another fantastic board paddler and someone you'd want to be finishing that race off a lead into this final leg.
Danielle McKenzie, Summer Surf board race champion last year, and that was the shot I was talking about. You see that deep water there, that green water, that's a wave coming through. That's going to clean up. Oh, as Manly goes off and over, so not what you want at this point. She'll scramble to get back on, scramble to get going again and try and hold on to Danielle McKenzie because she's in that green water. She's opened up a little bit of a lead. She's not looking back, and she's chasing a victory here in round 2 of the Summer Surf.
Well, she's having a crack, Josh. Have a look at the rating of Danielle McKenzie as the Manly, Wanda and Redhead girls do everything they can to give themselves an opportunity to still hang on to this race.
Last year was a breakout year for Danielle McKenzie on both ski and board. We saw her at the front end of so many races. Ali Britton doing her best. She's having a breakout summer at the moment, and that gap's just closing ever so slightly back to 5th, 6th, 7th. All there trying to catch up to our top 4 teams at the moment. And McKenzie, the gap, maybe 1 board length, maybe 1.5 board lengths, but she's just holding on at the moment, trying to get home. Harriet Brown, Courtney Hancock have set this one up for her, but will we see an upset? The powerhouse Queensland Northcliffe Club, white cap, maroon star on the top. She's out in front, and maybe she's just asked the question of the rest of the field. I've got a little bit left. Can you go with me? And the gap opens again.
Well, yes, they've been in the lead the whole way, Josh, but they haven't been dominant like we've seen in the past few years. The Northcliffe girls are consistent. They're always thereabouts. You know they're always going to be up the front end, but these girls from the clubs of Manly, of Redhead and of Wanda are all young, and they're building through the years, building experience in these team races and starting to peg that gap back.
Oh, but youth doesn't always beat experience. Danielle McKenzie sits up. She chases a little bump there. It's just going to get away from her. And the girls behind, is there a wave on offer? So they're just close enough if they're good enough. And could Mother Nature really throw something up? Danielle McKenzie's up. A couple of bunny hops back on. A little bit of indecision there as the wave comes through for the back markers. The rest of the girls are cheering her on. They won't need to because she's going to win. Danielle McKenzie's going to pick up a win there. She's got a little brace on the knee. Hope everything's all right. Takes a look around, and the race is on for second place. Redhead, Wanda, Manly. Danielle McKenzie isn't concerned. Northcliffe take out the women's board relay, and then have a look at this one. They'll dip for the line. Redhead will get there ahead of Wanda. Manly will be left with a copper medal in 4th place there. And our first national real estate board relay champions are Northcliffe A. Redhead, Wanda, Manly, Currumbin, Northcliffe, North Burleigh and Currumbin again round out our top 8 there in a couple of teams that never really got into the race. Burleigh Heads, Newport Redhead, Newport again, Wanda and BHMP.
It is a beautiful day. The sun's shining, there's a little bit of surf, and we've had some good races.
Yeah, no, that's got absolutely stoked. Haz came out here and had an exceptional paddle to start off with, so then the pressure was on to try and hold it. And Denny here, she's one of the fastest sprinters up the beach and also paddlers. So yeah, so again, I'm very lucky to be with these 2 girls, and was pretty comfy in the middle to have 2 of the best water paddlers first and last.
Yeah, we're just a lovely team all round. But no, the ocean wasn't that kind to us, I'd have to say. We all worked bloody hard to get around that course, and yeah, ended up on top, which is awesome.
Well, imagine when they do get a bit of luck. Northcliffe A on top after winning round 2. Currumbin only 2 points behind Manly. Currumbin again, so they'll be strong come the end of the season. Then all of these clubs trying to earn a place in our end of season final. Alexandra Headland, Southport and Newport all on the edge.